Keeping your body in tip-top shape during the holidays seems impossible, but not with the help of Peaks of Health Metabolic Medical Center. Dr. Tracy Linhart is back to help us keep that excess weight off during this fabulous time of year when it's so hard to keep the weight off. Dr. Linhart, what are you doing for your patients?
I mean, for our patients, we actually allow them to do, we put them through weight loss before the holidays, so they actually have a little extra weight, which is what I do. I'll actually lose 10 pounds before the holidays start. But for those who don't do that, we really try to teach them how to do things when they go to the parties, because I have to go to so many events, and it becomes difficult. So I'll actually either do something like a fiber filler, like cell press before I go, so I'm not hungry, or I will eat a little bit before I go, so I'm not so hungry, so I'm not so tempted to eat all the other things.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I try to stick to protein. I try to stick to vegetables. I'll always eat that first before I eat the carbohydrate, because it slows down how fast the sugar gets into your body. So it slows down how fast you absorb the fat. Because sugar stores fat. So if you slow it down with the protein, you don't store as much.
Okay, so protein first.
Protein and vegetables first.
Okay, well, I was going to say, this kind of plays off this little thing that you're doing, the naughty and nice. I know you're taking it a kind of a step further, not just for Santa these days.
Yeah, and if I'm invited to go someplace where you're bringing a dish, I always make sure I bring something I can eat, so I have something as a go-to, and I don't stand around the table. I mean, how many of us actually stand, but you're at a party and you're standing where the food is at, so afraid we're going to it's going to drop down and we're not going to hold the table up or something.
Yeah.
Mingle, socialize, and watch the alcohol intake. One thing I do is every other drink, if I'm actually drinking, which I don't drink that often, it's just excess calories to me, I don't need. But for those of us that do, every other drink, make tonic water or make it, club soda, so you're drinking less.
Okay, so every other drink, you're talking about naughty, nice, and same kind of thing then with the food. Rotate those food. And I will say, you mentioned how many events you get invited to, and sometimes you can't control the menu. Any way to kind of limit the events, or how can people kind of plan their calendar when they're looking out? Yeah,
there are some times, like last night I was supposed to be at an event down on the beach, and my daughter had something come up. You have to make your priorities. So, there are sometimes I will actually cancel out. It's not often, but I do when I do my schedule. Start looking at how many. I had 5 events this week. So that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
So when it's food that's being brought into our office for whatever reason, then I actually will dictate the menu in many cases. I'll be like, okay, I don't want any of this stuff brought in, or these are the foods I want so I can eat.
I will say, so it's kind of about planning, even planning up till before you actually go.
And I always have my go-tos. My purse always carries specific snacks in there that I can eat. Certain foods that I can have, so that if I'm caught, unawares where I'm starving by the time I get to that event.
Yes, and you're going to indulge.
You're going to indulge. You always have that go-to little snacks that, you can kind of taper your appetite down with.
Well, unfortunately, I don't see a purse here, so I can't look in it, but I am curious. What are some of those snacks? I had to ask.
Well, I'll have specific protein bars. I'll have, whether it be some of the, hormone-free, turkey rods and things like that. I'll carry a thing of nuts that are healthier nuts. I don't do a lot of peanuts, but I do macadamians and things like that.
Okay.
So I always have some of that in my purse so that I can actually grab something really quick.
Well, and right at the beginning, you touched on the fact that helping people lose weight even before the holidays is really the smartest thing. How can people get in touch with you and so they can get on your plan here while we still have a few weeks?
Yeah, well, one of the things I did do for the show, if they mention the show, they can go ahead and come in for the weight loss program, which usually, is just to get started costs this. For 4 weeks, they can do $99.
Oh, wow.
That is only $25 a week to keep you on schedule. And I do notice maybe they might not lose as much weight during the holidays, but guess what? They won't gain.
Okay, I love it. There's the information on your screen, Dr. Linhart. We always appreciate when you're here.
Oh, thank you.